Do you ever feel like you're carrying an invisible weight, that quiet ache of disappointment from the things that you hoped for but never got? We don't always talk about it, but unmet expectations are heavy. They shape our moods, our relationships, and even our health. If you've ever thought, why can't I just let go of what should have been? This video is for you. Today from Ascendenci-Net, we're going to explore the actual cost of unmet expectations and discover how you can finally lighten the load and move forward. We've all asked ourselves the what if questions. What if I had chosen differently? What if life had gone the way I imagined? These thoughts seem harmless, but when they stick around too long, they become kind of a mental loop, quietly draining our energy. Unmet expectations take both a physical and emotional toll. Stress hormones spike when you dwell on disappointment. Over time, that weight shows up as fatigue, irritability, and even physical tension in your body. And yet, we cling tightly to what could have been because expectations give us a sense of control. They make the future feel predictable. Letting them go can feel like stepping into the unknown, and that can be terrifying. But holding on to what didn't happen doesn't change the past. It only keeps you from living fully in the present. Think of unmet expectations like a heavy backpack you've been carrying around without even realizing it. To set it down, you first need to open it up and see what's inside. Ask yourself, whose expectations am I really carrying? Sometimes they're ours, rooted in personal goals, but often they belong to someone else, be it a parent's vision, society's definition of success, or a partner's hopes. When we mistake those as our own, we end up chasing paths that were never truly ours to begin with. It also helps to distinguish between hopes, goals, and rigid demands. Hopes are light, they inspire us. Goals give us direction. But rigid demands trap us because anything less feels like failure. Most of the time, it's the rigid demands, the it must happen this way, that create the heaviest disappointments. And don't forget how past experiences shape your expectations. If you've been hurt, overlooked, or let down before, you may unconsciously expect the same outcome again. That hidden history can create patterns of disappointment without you even realizing it. The weight of unmet expectations doesn't just affect you, it ripples into every corner of your life. In relationships, it can show up as resentment. Why didn't they just show up for me the way that I needed? In the professional world, it can feel like burnout, chasing promotion after promotion, but never feeling satisfied. Even your health can take a hit. Chronic stress from disappointment can manifest as anxiety, trouble sleeping, or constant fatigue. And here's something important you may not have heard before. It's okay to feel disappointed. Too often we try to minimize it. Other people have it worse, or I shouldn't feel this way. Invalidating your feelings only adds another layer of weight. Acknowledgement is the first step. It's okay to say, yes, I'm hurting because life didn't turn out the way I hoped. From there, you can begin to heal. So the question is, how do we release the grip of unmet expectations? It starts with rewriting the story we're telling ourselves. First, challenge unhelpful expectations. Ask yourself, is this expectation realistic? Is it truly mine, or did I inherit it from someone else? Often, just questioning it reveals how much unnecessary pressure you've been carrying. Second, practice radical self-compassion. Instead of beating yourself up for what didn't happen, treat yourself the way you'd treat a friend who's hurting, with kindness, patience, and understanding. Third, set healthier expectations moving forward. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Instead of saying, I must achieve this exact result, shift to, I will commit to showing up, learning, and growing through the process. This subtle shift creates resilience, because even if the outcome changes, you will still find value in the journey. Imagine what it would feel like to put that heavy backpack down, to move through life lighter, freer, and more present. That's the gift of releasing unmet expectations. It doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means embracing the present moment, imperfections and all. Life will always throw curveballs, but resilience comes from learning to bend, not break. One way to achieve this is by cultivating practices that ground you in the present moment. Gratitude journaling, mindfulness, or simply taking the time to pause and breathe. These remind you of what is, not what should have been. Over time, you'll find yourself less weighed down by disappointment and more energized by possibility. If nothing else, remember this. Unmet expectations are heavy, but you don't have to carry them forever. By unpacking where they come from, reframing how you hold them, and choosing compassion over criticism, you can move forward lighter with clarity, resilience, and peace. Tell us in the comments what's one expectation you're ready to set down today. Sharing your story might just help someone else release theirs. Until next time, keep growing, stay centered, and remember, you are allowed to live free of the weight of what should have been.